Hey YouTube, it's Tony Man here again doing another questions video. I already did one from an atheist point of view and an agnostic's point of view, and now I'm doing one from a Christian's point of view. I chose the 12 questions Jesus Freak 777 uses in his video. 12 questions for an atheist or 12 questions to an atheist. I don't remember the exact title, but let's just get started. Number 1, what would you need in order to become a believer? Evidence. The same thing with everything. What would make me become a believer in ghosts, Bigfoot, flying saucers, the Loch Ness Monster, anything. It's just evidence. Why are you an atheist? This is question 2. I am an atheist because I do not believe in a God. 3. Why do you think a belief in deity has permeated almost every society and culture since the dawn of mankind? Not really sure. It would be an interesting question to know, but not really sure. 4. What does existentialism mean to you? I'm not very keen on philosophy or philosophical arguments, so I had to look up the exact definition of existentialism. Sorry about that, how I'm pronouncing that. My dictionary on my computer defines it as a philosophical theory or approach that emphasizes the existence of an individual person as a free and responsible agent determining their own development through acts of the will. And he's asking why does it make sense to me? It doesn't make sense to me from this definition, because I don't believe in free will. I'm a determinalist. So anything that has to do with free will I do not agree with. Question 5. Of either faith, Islam or Christianity, which of these two makes the most sense to you? You must pick one. This is like asking which cartoon character is more real, Bugs Bunny or Daffy Duck. That's what it is. But I'm going to say Islam because I know you're a Christian. Question 6. Have you ever, even for a moment, believed in a god, gods? Yes, I was a deist for some time. Question 7. If you die as an atheist, are you prepared to go to hell? Well, if hell is, as the Christians say, it's eternal torture and fire and pitchforks and whatever and for an eternity, no, nobody's ready for that. But I'm fairly certain that that's not going to happen. Question 8. Morality seems to change with the times in the atheist community. Why are morals so subjective within the atheist community? You have to give a example of that, really, because I don't really notice subjective atheist moral values. Most moral values I see are based on political ideologies. You know, the social liberals believe in abortion. You know, the extreme free marketers say, you know, if the only moral approach to an economy is a free market. The extreme left say the only moral approach to a free and moral economy is socialism. So I think it really depends more on politics for the most part than it really does belief in a god, because I don't really see any moral differences between Christians and atheists. Question 6. Why, if you are an atheist, do you spend so much time speaking about religion, especially the Christian faith? Basically because I have a stake in it. Religion plays a very big role in our society, very big position in our society. So I have a duty to weigh in on these issues if they are affecting everyone, and they do affect me. So I think I have a say in it. I talk about the Christian faith more often than not because we are a country of Christians. 85 or 84%, somewhere in that region, are Christians. So if 84% of the country was Buddhist, we would be talking about Buddhism right now. Question 10. Why does so many of your interests, art and entertainment, center around human suffering and tragedy? Does this reflect an inner turmoil because of the absence of God? None of my interests center around human suffering and tragedy. I think I'm a pretty optimistic kind of guy. Most of my interests are politics, science, and history. I like to talk about history and read history books and watch the History Channel and all that in my free time. So I don't think learning about history has anything to do with human suffering exactly, or do I think science or politics has anything to do with human suffering? You're going to have to tell me what a atheist interest is and how it goes around about the suffering of people, you know. Then the second part of the question, does this reflect an inner turmoil because of the absence of God? No, not one bit. I go through my day without ever thinking about religion at all, except when I'm on YouTube or on any other channels do I actually engage in religion. Unless I'm reading a book about religion, I have an interest in religion also. But I could just easily say that most of your inner turmoil about your religion is because of an absence of Buddhism. Question 11. If Jesus were physically alive today and preaching the same message as he did before, would you accept his teaching as being valid and viable to our community and your own personal life? Let me dissect the question. Would I, if he was preaching the same message today, would I accept the teachings as being valid? No, his teachings are not valid. He was teaching in a desert 2,000 years ago. They cannot be valid in the 21st century. And viable to and your own to the community. How are his teachings at all viable to our community? Most of our community affairs deal with things they never had back then. In your own personal life, no, I don't see how it would affect my personal life one bit. In fact, I would not believe them to be valid anyway, because many of the teachings in the Bible are very hateful. So even if he was preaching around today as, no, I do not think they would be valid. Question 12. Considering all the opinions you expressed about the dangers of religions and the world's problems, why don't you offer any solutions to the problems on a specific level? Well, I try to. As I said in my other video, I believe atheism should become more aggressive towards religion and religion's hateful message towards homosexuals and religion's dogmatic approach to some religions' dogmatic approach to sciences. And you said, what was it? Oh, why don't we offer any solutions to the problems on a specific level? Then again, that's really my interest in politics. That we have many problems in this country: healthcare reform, housing, the bank crisis. So I think my interest in politics is one of the things that is one of the ways I'm helping to chime in on the problems and offer something that can help. Okay, so that's Jesus 3777. It's 12 questions. You guys have a good